Hey everyone, I'm going to hop on real quick and show you how to access this website called ThinkCentral. And this is where all of our journeys, materials, and assignments are going to be housed. You had a big J inside of your classroom, but you didn't take that big J home with you, which is totally okay because you have an online big J through this website. When you log into ThinkCentral, your home page is going to look like this, and it's going to prompt you with a bunch of menus that can be very confusing. So let's take the time to really look through your options. First, they want to know what country you live in. You live in the United States, and fortunately, it is right at the top when you click the drop-down menu. When it offers United States, it wants you to tell us what state you live in. So you're going to select Kansas. So I'm going to scroll down. It's an ABC order until I get to Kansas. From there, they want to know what district you're in. Your district is the area around you where all of the different schools and different neighborhoods come together. So for example, we are in Geary County. This is a really long menu. Do you guys see how long I'm scrolling? And it's an ABC order. So fortunately, G is close to the top of the alphabet, so I don't have to scroll for long. E, F, G. As I get to the G's, I'm then going to start looking at the second letter of the word Geary. And I hear the EE sound, so I'm going to look for GE. And here we are, Geary County School District, Junction City. Even though our school's on Fort Riley, this is the county and the district that we want. So we're going to click on that. And then it's going to want to know what school you go to. And that's when you're going to look for Morris Hill. So again, we're in ABC order. So if I scroll down, I'm going to look for the letter M for Morris Hill, select Morris Hill, and I really want to make sure I check mark this box. Because if I check mark remember my school, that means that I don't have to go through this every single time. It'll save these 4 drop-down menus for me. But if I don't check mark this box, that means every time I log in, I have to click down these menus, and that just takes way too much time. So I'm going to click on Remember My School. Now, your login for ThinkCentral is the same login as many other websites. Your username is going to be your first and last name, no spaces. Now, for some of you, that gets a little bit complicated. I'm going to pretend to be Ellie. Ellie's name is so long that it cuts off some of the letters. And those of you who have your name getting cut off with some letters, you're really good at knowing who you are and how many letters are cut off. So make sure you're just looking at your normal password journal to figure out what that username is going to be. So for example, for Ellie, it's going to be Ella Harrington without the n at the end. You all have the same password like many of your other websites. It is Panthers11, capital P, @ for the A, and then I hit log in. As soon as it's logged in, it might pop up for you, hey, do you want to save your password? And you want to make sure that you save it. You might want to even consider bookmarking it by hitting the star up at the top so that you don't have to keep searching for ThinkCentral every time you log in. And when you're presented with this screen, it's going to make sure that it's you. Welcome, Ella Harrington, and that's Ellie, so she knows that she logged in properly. And she has a few options. She can either go to Things to Do, My Library, or My Scores. Now, if you click on Things to Do, this is where you're going to find the assignments that your teacher is going to send you. So I'm going to click on Things to Do. And right here, it's going to be telling me what to do. Ignore the first link. We do not plan on sending you any reading tests through ThinkCentral. So you don't ever have to worry about the first blue link that says assessments. You won't be taking assessments through ThinkCentral. Underneath it, though, you're going to be getting the different assignments that we send you. So this assignment is called Read Penguin Chicks. You can see the teacher who assigned it to you, the subject, and when it's due. So I'm going to click on the link so that I can access the assignment, and it's going to give me a resource. Since I don't have my Big J, my computer is giving me a virtual Big J. When I click on it, it'll open a brand new window for me, and right there, I have my Big J tool. These arrows back and forth show me that I can click through the different pages. So now I'm on the title page where I can read the title, who it's by, and even my essential question. I can click through and look at the illustrations. Now, if you feel like the text is too large or too small, you can also control, oops, wrong button. You can also control what it looks like by making it larger text or smaller text. You can even say, you know what, I don't want to see just one page, I want to see a whole spread. So again, if I click on page view, the same tab that has the text, I can also change the settings so I'm looking at an entire spread at a time. That way I can compare the image to the text all in the same space. You can also use these tools to make notes. You can access the audio. So if you're not understanding a word, if you can't decode it,
wind howls. It whips snow across the ice.
Then I can have it being read to me. We do encourage you, try as hard as you can to sound out these words on your own. These are second grade stories, and hopefully if you use some of the strategies we've practiced, you can read these, but we understand that sometimes your book's gonna throw you with words that you don't understand. And so use that audio tool as needed. You can also access the table of contents, but since we just wanna stick to one story, we're just going to be using these arrows to toggle back and forth. Now, let's say Ellie's read through her entire story, and when she's finished, she's going to click on the X in the corner. Now, she's going to go back, and she's going to let me know that she's done with her assignment by clicking on Done. And then it'll show that she has no more assignments. All right, now go give it a shot.